Okay, we're still talking clean breakups, y'all. What's good, y'all? I'm Lonnie Appleton. I am a healthy family advocate. If that is your type of content, please consider following, commenting, sharing link, and reposting videos on your page so that people can get to know me and we could grow this community. It is my intentions, and the reason why I'm out here is to live fully in my truth, heal publicly, and hopefully in living fully in my truth and being transparent, I am demonstrating to others that it is okay. You can be yourself. And those who choose not to quit you because you're being yourself, good riddance. But for those who see your authenticity, those are the people you want around you anyway. So that is my platform. Right now I am talking about how you need to have a clean break from your ex if you ever plan on dating and marrying again. What happened with my husband was he was very much still involved with his ex when I came around. Mind you, I met my husband in 2010. He was a single father, so I met him and his children in 2010. The mother was nowhere to be found. I came back in 2016. He no longer has his children. The children are with the mother, and he's now on child support. Past videos for history. I show up and I'm like, hey, you're not going to unofficially date her and date me at the same time. You can't be her boyfriend and my boyfriend at the same time. I'm not sharing you. And what we're running into is a lot of men, when they have children with a woman and they're not in a relationship with that woman, they feel guilt. Because they feel guilt, they feel like they need to continue to be at that woman's beck and call because I'm doing it for the children. And of course, the woman's going to manipulate that and use that, because who's not going to use a man even if I ain't got no man? I may not be fucking you, but I'm definitely gonna let you come fix something over here. I'm definitely gonna let you pay a bill over here. I'm definitely going to use the kids as a means to manipulate you. So that was what was happening when I showed up. And I'm like, dude, we're over here living in a 1-bedroom apartment 6 deep, and you're paying her rent? And you're not paying your child support? So you're taking care of her household, meanwhile in our household, because that child support bill gonna have to get paid one day. And she didn't have the ethics to ever go to the courthouse and be like, you know what, he's been giving me money off the table or under the table, so go ahead and that off. When I went filed for child support, I was like, look, from today forward, I want child support. Yes, he's been giving me money in the past. I'm not going nickel and dime, nothing. Sometimes he did, sometimes he didn't. But today forward, this nigga better pay me. So everything before that, I wiped because I didn't care about it. He was paying when he was paying, but I want money from this pay forward. And I only did it because he was playing with me. We are talking setting clear boundaries between you and your ex when you have children, if you ever plan on dating again or remarrying. What's good, y'all? Lonnie Appleton. I am a healthy family advocate. How I advocate for healthy families is airing all my dirty laundry. I don't really have any regrets or cares of if you judge me. Instead of putting that energy into judging others, you should put that energy into judging yourself and healing yourself. If you see me and I'm talking to you, hello mirror, you've got work to do. If that is your type of content, please consider following, commenting, joining the community, reposting links, and resharing my videos with your community so that we can grow and we all can evolve and heal together. This is part 3 of this, so there's history back there. I'm going to continue where I left off. So yeah, I come in the picture and my husband is paying all this woman's bills, and you know, the kids can call him up and say, Dad, we need blah, blah, blah. And he's not paying his actual child support. I was like, okay, babe, here's what we're going to do because you're hustling backwards right now. Most men don't know they allow themselves to be manipulated by the ex because they just want to take care of their kids. They already feel guilt. They're not in the home with their kids. They can't be with their children on a day-to-day basis. So how can I show up for my kids even though I can't show up for my kids financially? So a lot of men are allowing themselves to be financially manipulated, and I get it. Society, I get it. And I understood it definitely before I was in it. But once I was in it, I was like, hell no. But before I was in it, anything for the kids. The kids need something, give it to them. But when you sit back and you're in it and you realize that the mother is using the children as a manipulation tool, then we got to say, hold on. It can't be anything for the kids because the kids are now being pawns that are being used by the mother. And now we have to be pragmatic, or strategic. So I told my husband, go ahead and pay your child support. Anything above and beyond, we will discuss. So yes, my husband still took care of the kids, i.e. Dad, I need bras. Like the kid needed an astronomical number of bras quite often. I'm not sure. I'm still wearing bras from, I don't want y'all to get on my head because I know how black folks judge other people and their hygiene and choosing to wear a bra for longer than a certain amount of time. I don't know what the time is we're allowed to wear a bra, so I'm not going to admit how long I have bras for, but what I'm going to say is this child needed bras quite often. And we all know bras is code for just give me some money so I could give it to my mama. What happened when Lonnie showed up, and this is why I became the bad guy. When Lonnie showed up, my husband stopped paying his ex's rent. She could no longer call my husband and say, hey, we need money. She could no longer call my husband and say, hey, I need this fixed. Or the kids need money. The kids need this fixed. All right, we are still talking about setting clear-cut boundaries. When you break up with your ex and you have children, you need to break up completely because a woman will still date you even though she's not with you. What's good, y'all? I'm Lonnie Appleton. I am a healthy family advocate. If that is your type of content, please consider following, commenting, sharing, and reposting links so you can join me with your community. All right, I think this is part 4. But anyway, yeah, I told my husband, you got to stop giving her money and you have to start going through the child support system because regardless of if you give her money, unless she has the ethics to go to the courts and say, hey, he's been giving me money, you could wipe that out. We are now double paying her. And the way that they add on interest and fees, we ended up triple paying her. Because you cannot get out of child support debt. Men, if you are watching this, you go to the court to establish child support. You take care of that. Don't wait for her. She ain't gonna play nice forever, especially if you're inconsistent. You handle your business. You do not allow your business to handle you. And I am only coming from this perspective because I am a woman who married a man who had baby mama drama. Prior to that, I was all for these. No, but now that I am married to a man who has to deal with unnecessary BS, I am like, oh, this is a mess. So yes, men, handle your business. Do not let your business handle you. And you need to have a clear break from your ex. You are no longer going over there and sleeping with her. You are no longer going over there and fixing things for her. You are no longer giving her money under the table and helping her to make her bills. That's boyfriend activity. You are not her boyfriend. And just because you have children together, you are not her honey-do. If you plan on dating after her, if you plan on marrying after her, you must make a clear break, because if you do not, what happens is the new woman comes in and she becomes the bad guy because all of those inappropriate things you were doing, like going over her house and fixing things and, going over there and doing things and giving her money when she needs money, boyfriend activities. When you actually do get a girlfriend, she is not going to share her man. And of course, you're going to listen to your new woman because now you got a new one, and you're going to stop doing those things. And now she's going to suffer. Her house is going to suffer. Her household that holds your children is going to suffer because she's not in a position to take care of her household independently, and she's been depending on you. But how are you going to carry my household and another woman's household? You're not. I'm sorry. Y'all play y'all's household how you want to, but I wasn't going to date my husband and date my boyfriend at the time and share him with another woman just because she has his children. What we're going to do is pay this child support, and she's going to have to get a second job. You cannot be her second job anymore.